The story of Columbine High School Massacre 1999. Columbine High School, located in Little Colorado, was a typical suburban school with more than 1,900 students on the surface. It looked like an ordinary American high school, with sports, clubs, and social groups. However, beneath that surface, two students, Eric Harris and Dahlia Claiborne, were harboring anger, resentment, and dark ambitions. Together, they nurtured feelings of alienation, resentment towards peers, and hatred towards society. This massacre was not a sudden act. Harris and Claiborne spent over a year carefully planning the attack. Their original goal was not just to shoot classmates, but carry out one of the deadliest terrorist attacks on US soil. They built explosives and they armed themselves with firearms. They recorded disturbing basement tapes where they explained their motives and mocked their future victims. Harris and Claiborne arrived at the school around 11:10 a.m. They carried a duffel bags containing propane bombs into the cafeterias, setting the timer to explode during the abuser's lunch period. When the bombs failed to detonate, they too walked to the west entrance of the school and began shooting students who were outside eating lunch. Panic erupted instantly. They moved inside, firing in hallways before entering the library, where most of the killings occurred. For roughly 7 minutes, Harris and Claiborne taunted, mocked, and shot students hiding under desks. Survivors later recalled the terrifying sounds of laughter mixed with gunfire. By the time the rampage ended, 12 students and one teacher were killed. More than 20 were injured. Both shooters turned their guns on themselves around 12 p.m. and killed themselves. The massacre became international news within hours. Parents frantically searched for their children, and television showed students running from the school with their hands raised. Vigils or funerals were held for the victims and was attended by thousands. The Columbine massacre was more than a crime. It was a tragedy that marked the beginning of a painful new era in US history. For the victims' families, these scars remain permanent. For the world, it served as a wake-up call about the danger of alienation, unchecked rage, and easy access to deadly weapons.